Have you ever thought about the consequences of driving as a youngster?
Imagine you in a state of injury. This will not only affect you, but will have a domino effect to others.
The 5 behavioural factors affecting young drivers will be explored in depth. Do you remember the first time you got your license and enjoyed the night out with your mates? As a young driver, we all feel cool getting our hands on the wheels. But little do you know that one of the biggest factors for road accidents is speeding. This is due to the youngsters feeling a sense of freedom as well as impressing the opposite gender. Statistics state that 1/3 of all speeding driver in fatal crashes are males aged 17 to 25, as in comparison to 6% being females aged 17 to 25. With this in mind, we need to find solutions to overcome this issue. Strategies that are put in place include speed light cameras, high cost of fines, loss of demerit points, more cops in local areas, and finally, shock advertisement which makes you think about the consequences. As a youngster, being able to drink at pubs is seen as so what fun. However, this is abused in many cases, putting not only the driver's life at risk but also others. According to the 2013 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, stated that 3.8% of adolescents reported driving under the influence of illicit drugs. This is due to the fact that drugs can impair the perception, attention, reaction time, and the correct decision. To help overcome this factor, regular RBT operations should be put in place. Venues that serve alcohol should keep a limit of the intoxicated levels, as well as providing breathalyzer before leaving the venue.
When we go out and about, we tend to take a group of friends along. This increases the chance of being involved in a fatal crash. As statistics show, the young drivers with more than 2 passengers can cause distractions and encourage risk-taking behaviours. There are many ways to minimise the amount of people in a car. For example, a provision of 1 driver is only allowed to carry 1 passenger under the age of 21 between the times of 11 PM and 5 AM. It has been estimated that restricting drivers to 1 passenger can save up to 8 lives per year. The most simple way for any young driver to not overcrowd a car is by saying no. In 2006, a survey by NHTSA stated that approximately 24% of young drivers do not wear their seatbelts on a regular basis. There are many reasons as to why young drivers don't wear their seatbelts. These excuses involve the usual, "I forgot to put it on," feeling uncomfortable as it is either too tight or cuts the neck, feeling that it is not a cool thing to use, as well as assuming that they will not get caught. However, what is not understood is the advantages of wearing a seatbelt. They can prevent deaths or injuries by 50%, reduce the amount of damage in a car crash, as well as eliminate injuries altogether. Each year, approximately 20% of car drivers killed in a crash were not wearing their seatbelts. To help remind and enforce these laws of wearing seatbelts, many strategies have been put in place. These include: Number 1. If caught without a seatbelt, a fine of up to $550 will be ticketed and 4 demerit points will be deducted. Fortunately, majority of cars today have a seatbelt reminder that flashes warning lights or chime until belts are secured. Call them annoying, but these help keep occupants buckled. And our first over a period of time, according to dictionary.com. Around 1 in 7 young drivers are fatigued, costing the government over $3 billion every year on fatigue-related incidents. By being fatigued, driving late at night, under the effects of drugs, and a slippery drive, all pay a toll on being involved in a fatal crash. Approximately 20% of fatal road accidents involve a driver being fatigued. To prevent one's life, there are many strategies put in place, such as not driving during the time you should be sleeping, taking frequent breaks, get a licensed passenger to continue driving. Finally, ensure you have adequate sleep before driving. Stop, revive, survive.
So as illustrated throughout this video, speeding, drink driving, overcrowding a car, not wearing a seatbelt, and being fatigued all play a role in fatal crashes. Do you want to help young drivers stay safer on roads? With Rexy put in place, it addresses all the road safety contents. So let's stop these deaths. Please, drive with care.
Even with the best protection, you're still vulnerable.
When you are about to drive, the car orders you to take a breathalyzer test in order to drive. For instance, if your reading is above 0.00, the car will not ignite. This encounters the drug and driving factor. As for the speeding factor, there will be auto brakes when approaching a car or object at full speed when appearing too close. The vehicle will also not exceed the speed limit due to a sensor that detects the velocity. As many people like to overcrowd their car, there is going to be a new safety feature when you reach the max level of passengers in the car of being 5. A beeping sound will be produced until the extra passengers are removed. Additionally, if any person in the car is not wearing a seatbelt, an alarming sound will be produced causing irritation to the driver. This refers to the restraining factor. A retina detector will be placed above the motorist which signals the driver's seat to vibrate via wireless connections continuously until the person's wide awake. Depending on how fatigued the driver is, increases the vibration even more. Therefore, Rexy is the perfect car to be put on the roads to help save young drivers and others' lives.